Welcome back to Man on a Beach here on the beach at Porthallow, and I'm with David. David, what does the beach mean to you?
Well, the beach has been, I've been born here in 1934. My family's been associated with the village for about 17th century. Very well known and was normally Trip Coney, but for some reason or other we got baptised as Trip. Where I live, my family's been there since 1898 when they put a cottage on, and I followed my grandparents, my father and now myself. My great grandfather lived opposite. Went to school here. Lived here more or less up until I was 18 when I did my national service. Then left and went up to Bedfordshire to work for Vauxhall Motors, which I did there for about 7 or 8 years, and happened to come home on holiday to visit my parents. Realised the Five Pilchers Inn was coming onto the market, so applied to Red Roof Brewery, Devenish Red Roof Brewery. They kindly offered me the tenancy, which was very unusual then because I was only 29, and moved in September 1964 with my wife and my 9-month-old son, and we did 34 years there, and then moved over to the present cottage I'm in now, Beach Cottage, which we rebuilt because my father had a fire there, unfortunately, so we demolished it and put a new house on it. I'm now retired, but when I think back to when I went to school here back in the 40s, there was some 74 of us going to the school. Now there's no children at all. The school now is a private house. The chapel is also a private house where we used to have harvest festivals and all that sort of stuff. No bus service, no nothing. And I think I might need correcting, but I think there's only 6 Cornish people living here now, and we're all in our 70s, so we're at the thin end of the wedge. Like a lot of other villages in Cornwall, unfortunately they've come over to second homes, which are rented out during the summertime, and then of course the village goes dead in the winter. Hence the reason that we've lost our village shop and our post office. So if we needed paper or anything now, we have to go to the next village, which is St Kevern, which is 2 miles up the road. And it's okay, it's still home for me. And a bit disappointed, I suppose, that it's gone over to a retirement village. But then again, like other villages in Cornwall, that seems to be the way things are going, unfortunately.
You know, when you look back on those 34 years in the pub, did you see a change in the people that came through the door? What was that like?
Well, as older people died off, we become more of a cosmopolitan village, really, with all sorts of people from various parts of the country. Nice people, nothing wrong with the people, but you miss the local culture, the farmers and things like that coming in, having a few pints and, you know, leg pulling and one thing or another. I suppose every county got their own culture, really, so if you get people, say, for argument's sake, nothing wrong with Birmingham, I'm not running it down, but if you had a load of people from there that come here, they take a bit of adjusting to the way of life here, I'm afraid. The Cornish are okay, but they won't stand much dog dancing.
No.
No.
Thanks very much, David.
You're very welcome.
All the best.
And thank you.